The Living Painting. Hello, dear explorers of magic verse. Welcome to another thrilling journey into the unknown. Tonight, I have a tale that will send shivers down your spine and make you question the world around you. Imagine a painting, beautiful yet haunting, that holds a mystery no one dares to uncover. Are you ready to step into the shadows and uncover the secrets of The Living Painting? Let's begin. Nina was a passionate art lover who worked at a small gallery, always searching for unique and antique pieces. One day, at an overlooked auction, her attention was drawn to an old painting. The painting depicted a mist-covered forest with a distant mansion barely visible through the fog. Its colors and details were mesmerizing, yet the painting carried an eerie atmosphere. What caught her eye the most was an inscription etched faintly on the frame. "It leaves no one at peace." Despite the ominous warning, Nina brushed it off, captivated by the painting's beauty. She purchased it and brought it home, confident it would bring charm to her living room. That evening, she hung the painting on the wall and admired it from across the room. That night, Nina had a strange dream. She found herself walking through the misty forest from the painting. The moonlight barely illuminated the thick fog, and an unsettling silence filled the air. As she ventured deeper into the forest, she approached the mansion. But as she got closer, the fog thickened, and the mansion vanished into nothingness. She awoke in a cold sweat, the dream feeling disturbingly real. The next morning, Nina inspected the painting. At first glance, it seemed unchanged, but then she noticed a faint glow coming from one of the mansion's windows. Certain it hadn't been there before, she dismissed it as her imagination playing tricks on her. However, in the days that followed, the painting began to exhibit small but undeniable changes. The fog seemed to lift slightly, the mansion became clearer, and a shadowy figure appeared deep within the forest. It almost looked like it was moving. Nina tried to convince herself it was nothing, but the unease lingered. Her dreams became more vivid and terrifying. Now, she wasn't just walking through the forest, she was entering the mansion. The hallways were eerily quiet, except for the echo of footsteps that didn't belong to her. One night, as she tried to open a door in the mansion, a whisper from the other side startled her. "Find us and set us free." She woke up gasping, only to notice that the shadow in the painting had become more defined and seemed to be staring back at her. Nina decided it was time to investigate the painting's origins. Her research uncovered a dark history. The painting had been created by an 18th century artist who had worked with a model. But one day, the model disappeared, and the artist spiraled into madness before vanishing himself. According to legend, the model's soul was trapped in the painting, which had since cursed its owners with torment. Determined to end the painting's curse, Nina tried to destroy it by setting it on fire. Yet, the flames left the painting untouched. At that moment, the shadowy figure in the painting emerged in her room. The figure, resembling a human silhouette cloaked in darkness, moved toward her. Its low, echoing voice whispered, "You failed to set me free. Now it's your turn." Nina froze in place, her blood running cold. Her heart pounded in her chest as the figure approached, and a chilling presence wrapped around her like a suffocating fog. She couldn't move. "This can't be real," she murmured to herself. Her eyes darted around the room, searching for an escape, but every corner felt consumed by the shadow's control. Just when all seemed lost, Nina heard another whisper. "There is a way. Can you hear us?" This voice was different, calmer, almost compassionate. Nina turned her head and saw a faint light in the distance, piercing through the darkness. The light seemed to emanate from where the other figures had disappeared. Drawn to it, she stepped forward, but each step felt heavier, as if the darkness was pulling her back. As she approached the light, she glimpsed the painting again. This time, it was being observed by another pair of eyes, someone outside the painting. She realized these eyes belonged to a collector examining the piece. The person's gaze carried a mix of curiosity and fear, sparking a glimmer of hope in Nina. "Maybe this is my chance," she thought. One of the figures in the painting appeared to reach toward the collector. Startled, the collector stepped back, but the gesture seemed to convey a message. Intrigued, the collector moved closer, noticing strange symbols carved into the frame. As they studied the symbols, a faint voice emerged. "It can only be broken with belief." Nina could sense the collector hearing these words and trying to decode the symbols. The other trapped figures in the painting stirred, as if sensing a chance for freedom. But their release depended entirely on the collector's courage. Summoning all her strength, Nina made herself more visible in the painting, hoping to catch the collector's attention. For a brief moment, their eyes seemed to meet. The collector, trembling, touched the frame and examined the carvings carefully. In that moment, a connection was forged between the painting and Nina's soul. Gathering all her remaining energy, Nina whispered from within the painting, "You can save us." And so, the mysteries of the living painting come to an end. But what would you have done in Nina's place? Could you have unraveled the secrets of the painting? Or would you have become part of the shadows? Stay tuned for more thrilling stories from the unknown realms of magic verse. If this tale sent shivers down your spine, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to catch our next adventure. See you in the next mysterious story. Goodbye.